Hi everyone, my name is Avila and I make videos on how to become your best self, the most aligned version of you. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the authentic, aligned self. I feel so good right now just being in my house. I have my house all to myself again. I had a visitor stay for a bit, but now I am back into action with my own routines and vibes. Speaking about own routines, I have just switched up the way I do things in my life. If you guys have ever heard of Dr. Joedespenza, he actually talks a lot about the nature of the brain and how you can realign your neurons and how you can basically be the best you that you could be through changing the way you think. And through changing the way you think, you can actually change your neurons. You can actually change the way your brain feels and handles things and your thought processes. So in today's video, I want to talk about how I realigned myself to being a more truer version of myself. So you might ask, what is align self? What does that mean? So we are all beings and we are spiritual beings living in this 3D world. And that's something I love sticking true by because I have truly found that this is my truth and how I am showing up in the world and truly encompassing my spirituality and embracing what we truly know ourselves to be. So speaking of alignment, we all have a metaphysical body. Some may call it the supple body. Some will call it chakra. There's, metaphysics going on here. It's not just, physical 3D worlds here. There's also the spiritual realm. In other words, this is a physical and metaphysics. So I don't know why they don't teach in school metaphysics, because science was one of my favorite topics in school, and I used to encompass a negative belief system about myself that I wasn't really good at school. But in recent years, I have realized through self-actualization that I am actually really good at school. It just depends on what it is. If it's gonna be like random silly subjects that we barely use or something that's like not truly valuable for real life, like I'm not going to be interested in it. You guys tell me in the comments below if you feel the same about that. So anyway, some of the subjects that I thrived in was science, biology, physics. I did okay in certain math subjects such as statistics, but I didn't do too well with math. Just that was, my truth. But anyway, so I don't know why they don't teach metaphysics in school. I mean, and quantum physics. I mean, this is some of the coolest stuff. We should be learning this stuff like from an early age so we can understand the trueness of life and how life works and how the universe works. So the chakra system. Now, speaking of school, I didn't learn what the chakra system was until I was in a different type of school for massage therapy. So I took a whole different type of schooling. It was basically anatomy, the body and anatomy. We learned all the body systems, and that was super intriguing for me. I loved that because I always knew in school I loved science and I loved just anything that would pertain to real life. So the chakra system is a system where body meets the non-physical realm. So we have our physical bodies and we have parts of us that help us experience everything we see around us. So we have taste, smell, touch, hearing, sight. We have all that. And then we have a different type of senses, which is our chakra system. We have the crown chakra. And actually, I think the way it's talked about like reading left to right. I think it starts from the bottom. So we start by the root chakra at the bottom. Then we have our sacral chakra in our like lower pelvic area. And then we have the, and I'm just going by memory. I don't have a diagram right in front of me at the moment. But I'm sure you guys can Google and research, if this truly interests you, the chakra system. One of my favorites is the heart chakra, and that's right here where the heart is. And once, for me at least, you guys tell me if you felt something of the sort, but for me, my spiritual awakening was a total opening of the heart chakra. And then we worked on, well, I'd say I and Divine Spirit worked on all of my other chakra system and really clearing out all those blocks. And I would love to make a video on that. I think that would be so fun, because it's truly an amazing thing to feel yourself working on yourself. And that's through the inside out. You will truly purify your life. It's kind of like water purification, like the purifier, okay? Charcoal, and it goes through and it purifies it. Everything gets cleared out and cleared away, and then you're the most purest, truest you. So just a little analogy on water, you know, I mean, we are, in our physical sense, we are made up of, what is that again? The 70% water. So this holds some validity, of course. So aligning with your authentic self. For me, I always knew who I always truly was. And part of awakening is waking up to who you always were, and who you always have been. And through this life, we can experience a multitude of ups and downs. I'm sure if you guys have ever experienced some of the lows, it can really put us down and knock us off of our path. Maybe we get distracted. So that being said, guys, finding who you truly are and aligning with your true self. That is basically realigning yourself. And you could do it through use of, you know, clearing blocks out of your chakra system and really getting aligned in your chakra system, okay? And for those of you who understand already the chakra system, you'll understand that this plays a huge part in our everyday life and everything we actually experience in our worlds. With the aligned self, when you come into alignment, you're gonna know you're aligned for sure. And some of the ways you know is that you'll start experiencing happiness at a grand level. Like, it's more than just, oh, I went out for that night and I had a happy, fun time. It's way more than that. Happiness is something you feel and experience from within. And you'll start learning that everything that you experience in life is truly from within. So when you experience the pleasures and the happiness that you have, it's because you're beginning to align more with your true self. Another analogy for someone who is not completely aligned is, for example, someone who wears a mask. And this is not, you know, the face masks kind of thing. This is like literally a mask on who they are. So this is the type of person who pretends to be someone they're not, or who is not in full acceptance of who they are, and for that they show themselves to be something different. And I can tell you, as an empath, someone who can feel others and really kind of communicate on different various levels, people can quickly pick up on that. So there's going to be a dissonance with someone who is not their true selves. When there's a mask or something, there's going to be a dissonance. And this is easily picked up by others. It's hard to find who we are, guys. Like, that's the journey of life, is you find out who you are. And that's such a huge thing. And I think sometimes people can get easily distracted, but it's because they don't want to step into that space where they're trying to figure out who they are. They're maybe running from something within themselves. Maybe they don't like this certain thing that they did, or maybe they are ashamed of where they're at in their life. And that is actually a huge thing that brings me here with you guys today on YouTube. Is I want to just put myself out there because I desire to help others. And I can be helping others through YouTube videos and with my new up and coming business in helping others through one-on-one help. So the nature of me being aligned with myself is fully knowing that I cannot be afraid to put myself out there and to fulfill this desire of helping others who kind of want the help. And I'm here to express that certain things that I've gone through in my life can be done. So you can overcome the hardships. For me, I've overcome many, many hardships, and it brings me here today as a fully aligned person to where I can share myself and to lead others, to guide others. That's what I want to say, is to be a guide. That's my biggest thing, is I want to be there with you guys and to guide you guys to be your best selves. And it can be done. It's taken me a lot of strength, overcoming fears. And these fears, guys, these are the ones that we put on ourselves. So fears that you put on yourself are really the ones that we need to be smashing the blocks. We need to be smashing those fears and putting them away and being our true selves. And if anyone has been wondering this whole time that, oh, why does she have a leaf in her hair? This is my pretty little hair accessory. It is a mini monstera. This is my Monstera deliciosa, and it is still a very youthful plant. When they mature, they can actually be much larger. So they will get that large, and they're gonna have a lot of splits on all of them. So, but some of the ones that are in here are not mature. So I just wanted to put that in my hair. I think it looks pretty. So guys, thank you so much. If you stuck around to the end of this video, that means that you enjoyed what I had to say today. And I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day and learning how to become our fully aligned selves. This is one of my favorite topics right now, and it's because I'm actually experiencing it right now as we speak. I'm experiencing the joys of truly becoming in fully aligned self. I know what my true purpose is. I know how to do everything I need to do to get there. I have worked on blocks. I've been smashing blocks, you know, anywhere from money blocks, breaking barriers on like fears, the conditioned self. I'm working on all that. And it's not where I've reached this point where it's like, oh, all the work is done, now I can just relax. No, it is one of those things where it's like working out. You have to stay on it. You have to constantly readjust where you are in your life and reassess, you know, and make sure you're putting boundaries where boundaries need to be put, and never losing sight of who you truly are and who you know you are. Because there's going to be people along the way who are going to say, oh, you're not like that. Oh, you know, they're gonna, in other words, they're gonna say who they think you are. And guys, I heard this amazing quote: people can only meet you where they've met themselves. So people, you know, if they send shade, it's because they're in shade right, themselves. They're putting it out there, projecting it out there on you. So this is never ever a reflection of you. You're doing you. As long as you know you're strong and aligned in your own self, you'll be just fine. So guys, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you guys stuck around to watch the rest of my video. And I'm so happy to be making these videos. It feels so good inside. And I just love, like, I'm looking around right now and like my cute little bunny, he's so cute. My home just, it's beautiful. I have it exactly the way I want it. I have beautiful plants surrounding me. I have abundance everywhere in my life right now, and I'm able to get on here and stay consistent, make these videos, and be happy and joyful while I'm doing it. So this is like a happiness from within. Like, this is an amazing feeling that I'm feeling, and I want to share it with you guys. All right, guys, thank you so much. Ears up.